welcome to our Fascial Maneuvers class today. And I want to thank you all for being here with me and sharing this time with me. And this is a movement practice that has changed my life in so many ways. It's allowed me to connect with my original intelligence. In school, they always thought I was super dumb. And I get it now because my intelligence isn't here, it's here. I realized my body isn't sick, it's always talking to me. And the movement practice that we're going to share today is going to allow us to actually listen to the cues that our bodies are giving us and start working with our body to understand how to show up in space rather than working with the stories in our head. So are you ready? Well, we're going to start with maybe talking a little bit about what fascia is. And then I'll get into fascial maneuvers. I will speak to you about the breath and how we use it and what goes on with fascial maneuvers before we get into the movement. Because awareness of what you're doing and how you're doing will embody the practice in a very different way from just moving for moving. So my name is Rima. I am a somatic therapist, and fascial maneuvers is one of my go-to tools to be able to re-enter my body in the present moment and ask my body for direction. Ask my senses for direction. Our emotions are the language of the body. So this is one way to kind of reconnect with the entire body. Let's start with what is fascia. Fascia is this term that is being widely used everywhere. A lot of us have heard of it, not so many of us have understood it, so I'm going to give you a brief, just simple understanding of what fascia is. It's probably the most intelligent organ in our body. It lies under our skin, works as a neural network and an information network, and it's one sheath of network that travels through every single cell in your body, every organ in your body, and every system in your body, giving it information. It also extends about 6 feet beyond us. It's your energy field. So when you walk into a room angry, the person in front of you is going to get defensive before you even say hi. That's your fascia speaking to one another. When you are outside and you suddenly get cold, it's your fascia telling you you're cold. So your intelligence goes, oh, it's cold outside. And then your brain has been conditioned to go and grab a sweater so that you can feel warm again and bring yourself back to reset. So we're really reconnecting with our original intelligence. It tells us how to show up in space. It is really interesting. It's kind of like a gel-like structure. So when your trauma gets stuck or when you're not hydrated or properly mineralized, your fascia can get dehydrated and it can also calcify. All our traumas, all our experiences are kind of stuck in our fascia because that's our first initiation into an experience. During fascial maneuvers, we're going to be able to reprogram the ways we had experienced some of these experiences the first time, before we knew better, before we had more experiences, before we overcame many things. So now we get to reprogram our bodies to suit who and where we are in the present moment. Our fascia is made of, it's kind of like our liquid crystal structure. So it's made of silica, viruses, parasites, and water. I would say 60 to 80% water. 20 to 25% silica, which is your liquid crystal, and parasites and viruses. Now, no one has ever told us we have an electromagnetic field. Would you charge your iPad with a cheeseburger? No. So we're going to talk about hydration and mineralization and how to really keep our fascia hydrated towards the end of the session. But now we're going to just look at this crystal liquid gel-like structure and bringing back the bounciness of it, the gel-like structure of it, breaking through the calcified structures within it. We do that through fascial maneuvers. Fascial maneuvers are a way in which we use counter rotation. We use our breath. We use the natural way in which our body flows. We move slowly with awareness to be able to ignite that connection with our original intelligence so that we can open up our space. And then everything else that's floating inside our fascia can reset. What we don't express gets suppressed, causes dis-ease, dysfunction, dysregulation. Fascial maneuvers allow us to actually break into whatever was not expressed and what got suppressed, so that we can actually reprogram it and create new neural pathways to be able to show up in the same situation but maybe have a different experience. It's a movement practice, and it uses counter rotation because we're going to squeeze out any pressure in the body. Up until now, the medical world and all of us really have looked at our bodies as biomechanical structures, but we're not really biomechanical structures. We are a pressurized suit. In order for us to look the way we look, we have 2,000 pounds of pressure coming from outside. In order for us to have 2,000 pounds of pressure coming from outside, we have to have an equal amount of pressure going from inside to the outside. Kind of like, I'm going to give you the example of a balloon. If you blow it up too little, the balloon kind of stays a little shrunk. If you blow it up too much, it pops. But if you give the balloon equal pressure on the inside than there is on the outside, it forms this perfect shape of a balloon. We're going to work with releasing and restoring balance of pressure in and around the body, around every organ, around every muscular structure, around every system, so that the body can go back to normal, optimal functioning as we and our stories get out of the way. As I mentioned to you earlier, what we don't express gets suppressed, causes dis-ease, dysfunction, dysregulation. So we are going to move in a way where we allow it to be released, where we allow it to be opened up, where we allow restoration of the balance of the body as well as reprogramming of our bodies. We will be looking at a few things. 4 very important things is setting an intention. We only get the clarity of our intentions. So at the beginning of this practice, I'm going to ask you to set an intention for the session, so you can come back at the end and look at the power of intention and see if you met your intention as you set it. We're also going to be moving very slowly because the fascia can open up to about 4 centimeters while we breathe in one breath, if we do it with awareness and intention and breath. Our breath creates something called a microcirculation in the body. So as you go, you are opening up pathways that were once calcified and closed. You're going to experience this today. I'm very excited for you. We have 3 zones of pressure in the body. Zone 1 is your head and neck. Zone 2 is your torso. Zone 3 is your lower body. We're going to work with manipulating the pressure in each and storing the pressure in parts of the body depending on where we want to release. So during the course, I might tell you to turn your head to one side. I will tell you to pull your belly button towards your spine. When you pull your head to one side, you're locking in the pressure between zone 1 and zone 2. When you pull your belly button towards your spine, you are locking the pressure between zone 2 and 3. So if we are doing something with the torso, you want to make sure you have these 2 areas locked so the pressure is focused over here to be able to really get that going. And the opening going, or breaking any calcification of our fascia and things like that. What can you expect in a session? Actually, let me go back one more. I look at fascial maneuvers today as a way to connect with the language of my body, right? It connects me to my higher consciousness and myself. It connects me to where I am in space with awareness, not sleeping. And it allows me to really show up the way I would like to show up, not the way I think I should show up. There's a big difference in both. You might experience some interesting things today. You might experience your electromagnetic field, which is like this tingly sensation that you're going to get around. I'll show you in a bit. You might experience a high, a natural high, because of the way we breathe. We're accessing so much more potential to ourselves. You might experience dizziness. You might experience pain shifting from one side to the other. That's okay. This is a space to welcome everything, because like I said, what we don't express gets suppressed. Here we are allowing release, we are inviting release, and we are opening up space so that we can do more with our bodies. They can restore functionality. You may want to run to the bathroom and pee. You may fart. You may let out a burp. Remember, what doesn't express gets suppressed. So here we are letting it all out. You may sweat profusely. And you may also not have any of these Everything is okay. Each person's experience is absolutely unique to themselves. The invitation is to go in with curiosity and see how your body's talking to you. What is it actually trying to tell you? Where would it like to move? How would it like to work? And really, today is the session where you're going to just start exploring listening to your body for the first time, for many of you. I will be talking to you about 3 breathing patterns, and I'll explain to you why. The first one is we're going to be breathing from our nose to our mouth, inhaling from the nose, exhaling from the mouth. And then we're going to, when you inhale from your nose, when you breathe from your nose, you're activating the cold organs in your body. That is everything from the diaphragm and up. When you breathe from your mouth, you're activating the warm organs, the hot organs in your body, which is everything from your diaphragm and below. So we will do inhaling from the nose, exhaling from the mouth. We will do inhaling from the mouth, exhaling from the mouth, and then we're going to do something called the 3-stage breathing, which is you're going to inhale, hold, inhale a little more, hold, inhale again, hold, really inflating the body 360 degrees, creating a lot of pressure within the torso, and then you're going to go, exhale it all out. While doing that, I might tell you, squeeze a little more, and we're going to be squeezing in a counter-rotative state because we're moving this way, and this way, so that we really pull out, push out, squeeze out any pressure imbalance within the body. All right. Any questions? No? Okay, let's get on with the session. I invite you to just close your eyes for a moment and let's check in with the body before we start the movement so we can come back to our bearings and see how this movement practice changed us in any way. I invite you to just see how your right foot is standing on the ground, how your left foot is standing on the ground. Notice if there is any heaviness on the right side or the left side. Bring your awareness to your legs, your knees, your thighs. Do you feel like your knees are extended or not extended? Your back, your stomach. Notice any areas of tension. Your rib cage, up to your chest, your shoulders, your arms. How do they feel? Up to your neck, your head, your ears, your forehead. And now that you've paid attention to yourself, I'd like you to set an intention for this session. My intention is to experience fascial maneuvers and really feel the energy coming through my body. Maybe listen to a cue my body's trying to give me. But the intention is to really feel my body, feel myself in the space of my body. I have a little bit of tension on the right side, so my intention is to balance out any tensions within the body today, in today's session. All right, let's open up. Most of the time, pressure in the body lies when we are stressed. Some of the maneuvers, actually all of the maneuvers, the intention for every one of the maneuvers is to eliminate stress from the body. So we're going to start with something called a palate swipe today. The palate swipe helps with adjusting the pressure in zone 1. Let's see how it feels. I invite you to put your right foot over your left foot, put your right arm on your left shoulder and your left arm on your right shoulder. Now you remember I told you to draw your belly button towards your spine? Let's try that now. We draw the belly button towards the spine and we pull your sex organs up, almost like you're controlling yourself from peeing. Try it. There we go. How does that feel? Not so comfortable. You'll get used to it during the course of the day. So let's go. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Take your right thumb and you're going to place it right before your teeth on the upper palate, and we're just going to swipe, rubbing against the upper palate, opening up any of the fascia here, releasing pressure all the way to the top. Okay, and we're going to inhale and exhale 6 times. One of the reasons we do 6 times is by the 5th breath, your central nervous system starts to feel safe in it. So we're going to go in for 6 times. Let's start. We're going to go from the right to the left. So start here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. How did that feel? I invite you to walk in the shape of an 8 so we can reprogram everything in the body. Walking allows us to really move every muscle in the body, so it helps us with resetting. I feel my head open a little bit. I feel my jaws opening a little bit. My eyes are getting a little opened up as well. Funnily enough, I'm also noticing a sensation on my hip today. And now we're going to reverse this 8. We have a positive and negative charge in our body. So when we reverse and when we walk in an 8, we kind of balance out the positive and the negative charge in the body as well. All right, let's come back to center. The next one we're going to do is totally twisted. It's a really powerful one. It kind of takes us back into fetus position, which is where we grew 16 times more than we grow right now. So take your right foot, put it over your left. Take your right arm under your left under armpit and your left arm on the shoulder, giving yourself a nice tight hug. And now you're going to shift your head to the left. We move the head first and then your body to the right. If you can do it differently as well, you can try moving your body to the right and then your head to the left, but you'll notice a strain. So let's work with the body's tension. We're going to shift our head to the left, move the body to the right. I invite you to find an interesting spot on your left cheek with your tongue. Look for a spot with most tightness. For me, it's kind of right by the corner of my lip. We'll take a moment for everybody to find theirs. There we go. We're going to inhale and exhale from the nose 6 times as we have our tongue stuck on our cheek. Let's pull the belly button towards the spine. Send your shoulder a little more to the right and your head a little more to the left. Find a spot you can look at so that you can maintain your balance through this practice. Let's go. Stick your tongue out and we're going to go for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop your tongue. Now we're going to go to the 3-stage breathing, really inflating the torso. Let's go. Inhale, hold, inhale again, hold, more. Twist your body a little further and exhale. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Pull your belly button towards your spine, relax your shoulders. Let's go. More, more. Relax. Let's go again. More, more, and relax. Let's do it one more time. More, more. Squeeze a little further and relax. We're going to inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth for 6. Remember to draw your belly button towards your spine, relax your shoulders, extend your neck a little further to the left. And let's go. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Slowly unwind back to center. You may feel a little dizziness, you may feel your eye gaze shift a little bit. And now we're going to turn to the right, sending our body to the left. Finding a sweet spot on your right cheek, just as you did on your left. Pulling your belly button towards your spine, and let's go. Inhaling and exhaling for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop your tongue and let's get into the 3-stage breathing. More. More. Relax. 2. More. More. Twist a little further. Relax. 3. More. 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 Twist a little further. Relax. Let's get in from the nose, out from the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back to center. Gently unwind. Without speaking or making a comment, let's walk in an 8. And I invite you to notice how your right side feels in comparison to your left. My right side definitely feels a lot more lighter. I am looking forward to doing this on my left side to balance both sides. All right, let's come back. Now we're going to do it on the opposite side. I will add one here to bend down a little bit at the end so we really get the fetal position in. Okay, so take your left foot, put it over your right, left arm under your right armpit, right arm on your shoulder, giving yourself a little bit of a hug. You're going to turn your head to the left and your body to the right. Find a sweet spot on the right side of your cheek. And let's go. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Let's go. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop your cheek. Let's go into the 3-stage breathing. Inhale and hold. Again. More. Squeeze a little further and release. Pull your belly button towards your spine and inhale. Almost like you're sipping from a straw. Again. Again. Squeeze a little further. Relax. Let's do it one more time. More. More. Squeeze. Hold a little more. And relax. Inhaling from the nose, exhaling from the mouth. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly coming back to center. And now we're going to shift the other way. Send your head to the left, body to the right. Ooh, I feel that tightness right there. Let's open it up, baby. Stick your tongue to your left. Let's go. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop your tongue. Notice if your belly button is still pulled towards your spine with your sex organs up. If not, you can readjust and do it right now. Relax those shoulders as we go into this 3-stage breathing. Inhale. More. More. Relax. Inhale again. More. More. Squeeze a little further. Relax. Inhale again. More. More. And relax. We're going to do the 3-stage breathing. We're going to do inhaling from the nose, exhaling from the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bend up, bend down. Sending your head more to the left, your body more to the right, really fitting into that standing fetal position. Pull your belly button towards your spine. This time we're going to breathe in and out through the mouth 6 times. You'll feel your pumping action. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And gently come back up. And unwind yourself, walking around. Notice how your left thigh feeds in comparison to your right. Mine has definitely opened up and become a little lighter. Starting to sweat a little bit. That's interesting. We are only on the second one. We have a while to go. Okay, now we're going to go into another really good stress relief and spinal decompression movement called anti-gravity. I'm going to show it to you. There are 3 stages to this as we work with the 3 zones of the body. We're going to start with zone 1, then we're going to extend and focus onto zone 2, and then we're going to go right into the bottom. All right, so you start with interlocking your fingers. Take it all the way behind the backbone and the back of your head and pull the skin up, locking the base of your little finger and palm right under that bone so it doesn't move. And now you're going to shift your elbows towards the ceiling, drawing your belly button towards your spine. So we're not going like this, we're actually engaging this whole area by drawing the belly button towards the spine, looking up. Keep your feet shoulder distance apart. And now looking up while maintaining the belly button towards the spine, which is the rib and hip connection, I want you to inhale 3 times from the nose, out the mouth, 3 times from the mouth, out the mouth. So let's go. 2, 3, from the mouth, 2, 3. Amazing. Drop your chin to your chest, really extending the skin in your spine. In case your hands slip, don't worry, you readjust and put it back into place. So we're going to do 3 breaths here first, and then we're going to take a breath, turn to one side, holding the breath, coming back down, and then exhaling. Let's go. 2, 3. Now, inhale, hold, turn only zone 1 to the right. Really get an extension. Come back down, exhale. Inhale again. Do the same to the left. Come back down, exhale. Inhale again. Right, down. 2, inhale. Left, down. 3, inhale. Open, down. 3, inhale. Left, down. Get yourself into a bit of a squat, opening up your head a little bit and your bum going towards the wall. Really noticing the stretch on the second zone of the body, which is the back on your torso. Let's go. Inhale. Extend the torso to the right. Look up. Come back down. Exhale. Inhale. Extend your body to the left. Look up. right down, exhale. 2, inhale. 2, left, back down. 3, right, back down. 3, left, back down. Widen your stance, and let's get all the way down to a whole squat, bringing our elbows between our knees and really sending your neck towards your chin, really extending the area of your back, the fascia on your back. Draw your belly button towards your spine, and we're going to do 6 times here. 3 times from the nose, 3 times from the mouth. Let's go. 2, 3, from the mouth. 2, 3. Now, straightening your knees, leaving your back and body hanging down, straighten your knees. Hang out here for a second. And let's breathe again for 3. From the mouth. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Now gently, vertebra by vertebra, you're going to stack yourself back all the way back up, making space between every vertebra. And when you get to the top, you're going to send your head and neck right up to the ceiling. And take a moment here so that all the juices can travel up your spine. Feel how it feels to have created space between your vertebrae. Really decompressing your spine, giving it some opposite sort of interaction. Gently unwind, go for a walk. This is one of my favorite maneuvers because it actually really gets me high. It gets me to feel every part of my body. It gets me to connect with some of the deepest parts, especially as I go through the 3 zones with intention. And it also makes me feel like I am super flexible, which I love. All right, how are you feeling there? All good? Amazing. We're gonna move to swinger. This is I love this maneuver, especially for athletes, because it kind of helps you with balancing both sides of the body. All of us kind of tend to use one side more than the other. For me, it's my right. I don't know how it is for you guys. So stand shoulder width apart again. Bend enough that your hands can touch the knees. Imagine you have a string against your chest holding you up. So you're going to stand like this, yes. All right, from here, I want you to take your right arm, put it on your left shoulder. Take your left hand and lock, you're gonna pin your skin down and lock it there. So you feel yourself pulling the fascia all the way from here. Pull it down. Keeping this L shape in your body, you're going to turn your head to the right and turn your body to the left. Now you'll feel the extension all the way back down to here, and that's what you want. We're going to be breathing the same way we do, creating microcirculation. I want you to visualize the microcirculation as you breathe into your back space and all spaces to open up any tightened, dehydrated, calcified fascia and restore balance in the body. So let's go. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Keep pulling this. Pin it, lock it, pull it. And let's go. Inhaling for 6 from your mouth to your mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Send your left foot behind you. 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we're going to do the same with the other foot, so you'll feel the difference in the extension. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back to center. I love doing both sides sometimes so that you can see the difference between both and how it feels in your body. Let's walk in an 8, and let's reset, reprogram everything that we've been working out so the bones that are floating in our body in between our fascia can now come back to space. We're going to do the same thing on our left side, so shoulder width apart, bend enough that your hands can touch the knees. Imagine you have a thread here pulling you to the wall, so open up your chest. Take your left hand, put it on your right shoulder, and now take your right hand. Find a spot you can grab on your arm just before your elbow and pull the skin down, feeling the tension all the way to the back of your shoulder. Send your head to the left, body to the right. Bend down a little further if you want. And pull your belly button towards your spine and let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your left foot, put it back, and let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back to center. Give yourself a walk around. Notice how your shoulders feel. Mine feels so much more free. I have so much more space between them, and it's feeling kind of heart opening. All right, next we're going to do the pullover. The pullover is great even for our digestive system. It's a nice hello to our kidneys and some of our organs, and it helps us with just opening up everything again. Keep your feet shoulder distance apart. You're going to take your your right hand, you're going to place it just at the open area of your shoulder. Pin it, so you're pressing into your skin, lock it, and pull it. You're going to visualize like a thin thread, a string between both hands. Your left hand is going to go on your rib cage. You're going to find a spot here, you're going to pin it, and you're going to pull it towards you, almost like you're hugging yourself. And if there is a thread between those two, you're pulling it against your body and tightening it. So you're really just bringing yourself forward. So let's go. Pull everything together. Slightly bend your knees. Take your left shoulder and lift it. Look up to the left. We're going to do 3-stage breathing here. And then we're going to bend down. So let's go. Hold more. More. And now bend to touch your right knee. And we're going to do 6 times here from the mouth of the mouth. Pull your belly button to spine. 2. Breathe into the back space. 3. 4. 5. 6. And come back up. Let's walk in an 8. I will, again, for me, when I visualize my breath creating a microcirculation, I can almost feel it within my body. So try it, experiment with it, play with it, and see how it feels with you. But visualize that microcirculation that your breath creates that opens up space in your body. I love that. All right, let's do the other side. Take your left hand, do the same on your right shoulder. Find that spot where you can pin, lock, and pull over. That's why it's called a pullover. Same thing on your left, right on your rib cage, just where your brow line is. Find a spot that you can pin, lock, and pull over. We're going to slightly bend our knees. Send our shoulder up a little bit. Look to the right, the ceiling. Let's do the 3-stage breath. Inhale, hold. More. 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 This is a nice activation of the kidneys. And bend over to the left side. Let's do 6 over here. Draw your belly button towards your spine, locking in the 2nd and 3rd zone. Keep looking. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got you a nice little extra breath there because I enjoy it so much. Thank you for going with me on that. And walk in an 8. And feel how much space you have actually suddenly made in your body. We are actually bigger than we were just a minute ago, 10 minutes ago. All right, let's get to the last of the maneuvers before the organ reset. The pullover is great for this entire area. You would have noticed areas which you don't usually breathe into. The lower lobes of your lungs actually get activated when you breathe like this. So now more oxygen goes through the whole body, opening up and creating flow to where there was probably once restriction. For the pretzel squat, is great for the lower half of the body. Your hips, it's great for opening up anything. We hold anger and resentment sometimes here, so it kind of releases any of that. We could have created anger by just crossing the road and some car comes in front of us and we get upset. Because we never discharged it, it gets deposited in. So here we go. You're going to create a T. So your right foot is going to come in the center of your left foot like a T. Now you're going to extend it about 1 meter or 3 feet. Let your left hand face the wall that is facing your right hand, so your body is shifting completely to the right. Take your right hand, put it on your butt cheek. Now I want you to bend down as if you're sending your butt cheek right into your right hand, and you want to get your shoulder to the middle of your legs by the floor. Go only as far as your knees can get straight, and you can really feel your right butt cheek on your right hand. Take your left hand, put it on your right shoulder. And with your right hand, just put it between your shoulder blades with the palm facing up. Turn your head to the left. And now in this position, I want you to take a squat. So your shoulders are in the center. You're squatting in a weird T-shape thing, and you're looking to the left. Draw your belly button towards your spine. And let's breathe for 6. 2. You can go as deep as you like. 3. 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to switch our hands and switch our heads. So you're going to take your right hand, put it on your left, bringing your right shoulder down. Left hand on your shoulder blades, head turning to the right, right shoulder towards the ground. I'm going to go deeper here, and we're going to breathe for 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, and gently come back up. Do you notice your thighs shaking? That is a nice central nervous system reset, that kind of shaking. Woo! Let's walk around and get excited about the reset. All right. From here, we are going to do the other side. So, right foot with the left foot creating a T, open up. Send your right hand towards the left side, drawing your body facing the left. Left hand goes on your left butt cheek, and now fold over only as much as your legs can stay straight and your left butt cheek is going into your hand. Send your right arm to your left shoulder, open up your palms facing upward between your shoulder blades. Squat. Send your head to the right, body to the left. And pull your belly button in, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch hands, send your head to the left, body to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back up. It's getting hot in here. I'm really sweating now. I wish I wore something else on the inside so I could pull it off, but I guess we're gonna have to just stay sweaty. Nice. All right. We're gonna end this session with a beautiful organ reset. And then before we go today, I'm gonna give you a few things, a few tips that you can take home with you. All right, so let's feel a little bit our fascia that's 6 feet around us. Rub your hands together, creating a really nice friction, feeling your own heat. Now rub your knuckles, your nails, and let's give a clap. And gently just draw your palms together. Our bodies are our spies. They are listening to any direction we give them. You will only ever experience your thought, nothing ever beyond your thought. So the organ reset that we're going to do is going to be a conversation with every organ in our body that has been functioning us for so long and we probably don't even know where they are. This organ reset is an invitation to actually connect with your body, how it works, and give it an instruction on how we want to move forward. Play with it, experience it, see how it goes, and come back and tell me in the next session. I'd love to hear you. All right, you're gonna put your left hand on your neck, your right hand on your belly button. Think of your fingers as your antennas. They're your antennas, your electromagnetic antennas. All 10 fingers and all 10 toes are connected to different organs in the body. You're going to create a chain here between your left and your right hand. And we're also going to lock in the different zones using this, right? So you are going to put your right hand on your belly button, send it 2 inches to the right, 2 inches down. You're going to use the balls of your fingers, not your nails, so that you don't hurt yourself. You're going to point in here and you're going to torque it and twist it to give yourself a thumbs up. Stand hip distance apart. And you want to draw your belly button towards your spine. I invite you to breathe right into this space. This is your large intestine. It's your ileosacral valve and it carries grief in the body. Today we're going to release that grief. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat after me. Thank you, large intestine, for holding all this grief until I was ready to process it. I am ready to process it now. You are free to restore balance. Take your hands, your fingers, your right hand, and move all the way under your rib cage on the same line. Do the same thing. We're going to twist and torque it. Here's your liver and your gallbladder. They hold anger and resentment. We're going to thank them today and let them go. Let's go. Draw your belly button towards your spine. And let's inhale. 2, 3. Let's do nose to mouth. 2, 3. Thank you, liver and gallbladder, for holding all this anger and resentment until I was ready to process it. I'm paying attention now. You can relax. Gently drop your arms and walk in an 8. Apologies. Walk in an 8. Notice how your thoughts are going. Notice how your body feels after you speak to a word that you probably haven't spoken to before. Mine is shaking tremendously. Notice how your headspace feels. We're going to take our hand from where it was, and we're going to now shift it to the same spot, but on the left hand side, pulling our stomach into the center. Draw your belly button towards your spine. The stomach is where we hold our belief about ourselves, so we're going to shift that today. Let's go. 2, 3, nose to mouth. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello, stomach. I'm here to tell you that I believe in myself and I trust myself. Thank you for being with me. Notice how your body feels. Let's take another 1, 8. Allow that to sink in. Remember, our bodies are our spies. They are listening to direction from us. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to put it right here, right between your hip and 2 inches down from your belly button. And you're going to now torque and pull the skin towards your belly button. You really feel a stretch here. This is your small intestine. When we have anxiety, this is a great thing to do. Let's go. Inhaling from the mouth and then inhaling from the nose after 3. Pull your belly button towards your spine. 2, 3, nose to mouth. 2, 3. I no longer need to overthink to feel safe. I am safe. Thank you, small intestine. You are free to go back to normal functioning. I'm paying attention. Whenever you feel like you're overthinking, you know now where you can just meet your body where it's at and guide it back to reset. Fear, you can walk in an 8. Fear is one of the most important things because it allows us, it gives us direction to move. Too much fear can cause dysregulation, either fight, flight, freeze. So we're going to meet fear in the body. It lies in our bladder. That's why sometimes we need to pee every time we get scared, because it gives us a chance to get out of the experience and come back. Take your right hand, go right above your pubic bone and pull the skin up. Stick your left hand in front of it. I want you to just lean forward so you can get your bladder right into your cup. And now come backwards, squeeze your butt cheek. Get your left hand behind your neck again. And we're going to breathe for 3 from the mouth, 3 from the nose. If you feel like your body wants to go this way and this way, feel free to listen to your body. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Thank you, fear, for showing up to protect me. I no longer need your protection. I trust that I am in the right place at the right time. Thank you, bladder, for holding all of this fear in order to protect me. You no longer need to hold it. You are free. Take a walk around. Now notice your thoughts. Notice how your hips feel, whether they feel more free now that you have released any tension in this area that has been holding on for so long. And really engage with fear as the language of our body to really just guard ourselves, guide ourselves, show up just as us. Take your right hand, put it under your right rib cage. We're going to go onto the kidneys. Pull the skin down. Left hand behind your neck, look up. And now I want to do a 3-stage breathing first. So we activate the kidneys and then we're going to inhale and exhale. Let's go with 3-stage breathing. More, release. Inhale and exhale, 3 times mouth, 3 times nose. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Thank you, kidneys, for providing me the power to keep going. You are free to flush our toxins. On the other side. You might get a weird metallic taste in your mouth. That's completely normal. That's toxins coming out. You will feel it in your palate for the next few days. I remember the first time I did this, I felt like I was eating my pan because I could just taste metal. Anyway, let's go second side. We have 2 sides. We do the 3-stage breathing again. Let's go. More. Relax. 3 from the mouth, 3 from the nose. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Thank you, kidneys, for providing me the power. And give it a walk. I'm noticing an opening here. Whew. Almost up to my shoulders. Okay. Take your left hand and put it right around just below your brow line, but around just before your spine. Stick your thumb there and bring it forward, almost like you're grabbing it to bring it forward. You can lean a little over to the right, look to the right, and kind of lean over so you really feel your thumb going into that. We're going to breathe 3 times from the mouth, 3 times from the nose. Let's go. Belly button to spine. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Hello, spleen. I know what you mean. I no longer need to worry to feel safe. I am safe. I trust the process of life itself. And relax. Wow. No one's ever told us, and I have never told myself, I no longer need to worry. Let that land in your body as you walk in an 8. Allow your words to land into every cell in your body. Amazing. Let's move on to our throat. So you're going to pull your skin down here, and then you're going to take your left hand, pull it all the way up, and now you're going to send both of them all the way up, almost like you're choking yourself, creating a vortex of energy. If you like working with colors, think of the color blue as you inhale and exhale into your throat area that carries your thyroid and your throat. 3 times from the mouth, 3 times from the nose. Let's go. Pull your belly button towards your spine. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Repeat after me. I will speak my truth, and I will speak it from my heart. And relax. Our throats and our coughs happen when we are coughing up words that we haven't said. Our hormones get dysregulated when we compromise on ourselves for someone else. This was an intention to our throats that we're going to speak our truth. We're going to speak it from our heart. Your body has listened to you. Now you got to be consistent with what you say. Right hand on your heart, left hand on your head. We're going to breathe right into the heart space first. If you are the kind of person that enjoys colors, just visualize the color green going into your heart. Let's go. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Thank you, heart, for holding all this pain and trauma until I was ready to process it. I'm ready to process it now. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Visualize white. Breathe into your headspace on the left hand. Let's go. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Thank you, brain, for thinking all you thought in order to protect me. I no longer need your protection. We're following the guidance of our heart now. Heart, we're guiding you. Let's take 3 breaths, visualizing a rolling energy, getting our head and heart to coherence. 2, 3. Nose to mouth. 2, 3. Take a moment. Heart, we're following you now. Guide us with ease and joy and grace. Taking a moment to yourself, just walk in an 8. I really want to thank you for spending this lesson with me. Come back to your intention and whether you reconnected to your original intelligence and how it felt. Before we end the session today, I would like to first thank you so much for allowing me to share with you what has benefited me so much in my life and my family and my friends and my clients. There are some things I want you to walk home away with today that are tools that you can help yourself, because eventually when we say, I've got me, our body goes back to a regulated nervous system. One is, if you get a headache, there are maneuvers that you can do. There's the palette swipe that I taught you earlier. There's also something called an antler twist. You're going to take your left hand facing forward and your right hand facing backward. And you're going to squeeze the pressure. Remember I said we're pressurized bodies. You're going to squeeze the pressure in your head and you are going to twist. So we're going to do it from our palms actually. Squeeze and twist all the way to the top. Interlock your fingers. And now just squat a little and we're going to breathe in and out. 3. Go in any direction you feel good. 4. 5. 6. And relax. This really pushes in a counter rotation the fascia around our heads, creating space. You might have a pop moment. It helps with the way you see things. Your eyes can get a little clearer and it makes more space in the head where there was any inflammation or resistance. You have just pulled it out. Another thing we can do is an antler twist. Your ears are very much like your hands and your feet. They have a lot of nerve endings, a lot of meridian points. Your gallbladder, for instance, comes right up to here. That's where anger sits. So I invite you to press in here and then grab your knee, grab your ears just like this. And you're going to pull it up as much as you can, drawing your belly button towards your spine. Look up. Look to the side. Look to the left. Do this 6, 7 times and you'll notice you make space here, allowing again for space to be created and less pressure on the body causing any headaches of the sort. Another one you can think of is your hips. Our hips, when we release our jaws, we kind of also release our hips, but a great one to release your hips because you're sitting all day and your hips are tight. You want to look at it in another way. So for your hips, a hip release is great. Let me lie down and show you. You're gonna lie down on the floor and you're gonna get your right leg over your left leg. We're gonna take our hands as close to the ankles that we can. We're gonna pull the skin over, the flesh over, and really twist. Bring your head up to the right. Pull your body over and let's breathe again. Turn the other way, and you're gonna do the same thing. Pull it and pull it over. You might find that you can't pull it so much and you wanna just keep your hands here. That's okay, as long as you're getting this stretch. Pull. Let's go ahead to the left. Inhale. 2, 3. Really feel the outsides of this area open up. 4, 5, 6, and unwind and gently come back up. There's another one that's really good, which is your psoas release, but I'm not going to do that in this because I'll take you down the digestive. You can also torque your belly button. You can torque your bladder. There are so many areas in the hip that you can. You can do the pretzel squat that I told you, but I'm just showing you this one as a takeaway home. When your jaws hurt, we carry a lot of anger inside our jaws. You carry a lot of unexpressed words inside your jaws. So I'm going to show you something that is it's called getting cheeky. Don't ask about the names of these. It was not created by me. We're going to use our fingers for this one. So you're going to bring your left finger just right to where the meaty part of your cheek is, and your right facing backwards, your left facing forward. You're going to do the same thing we did with the head. You're going to squeeze your cheeks in. Excuse how my chubby cheeks look in this, but it's okay. And then you're going to twist it to both facing upward, and we're going to rotate around because we know the fascia is one sheet. Amazing. The other thing you can do for your jaw is also the ear pull, where you pull it, and you do this because all the areas come around here. Another one we can do is taking your forefingers. You're going to stick it all the way to the back of your jaw and kind of twist it outward, okay? It's painful. And now go. Oh, that one really hurt me. It's amazing because nobody's ever touched us down there, and it opens up so much. Think of it, we have 622 muscles and half of them are in our head and our neck. Just one thing like this can cause an opening everywhere else. When you have digestive issues, an excellent one to do, we've done a few of them. The pullover that we did is great. The anti-gravity is great. I'm going to show you also a belly button torque and a psoas release for this one. The psoas release is one of my favorite. We kind of did it in the organ reset, but let's do it again. You're going to stick your hand down to the right side. You're going to pull the skin all the way up and torque it. Now, take your right foot behind so you feel your skin ripping up here. Your left foot, lean into your left foot, look up. And we're going to breathe for 6. Nice. And let's open up the other side. Do the same thing. Take your hands, take your fingers, pull the skin up all the way. Really feel like you're ripping here. Take your right foot forward. So this is really being stretched on your left side. And look up. This is also great for your hip, but it works perfectly for your digestive system because it opens up the large and the small intestine as well. Another thing you can do is the belly torque, the belly button torque, which I will show you in the next lesson. For shoulder pains, shoulders and hips are always connected to each other. So the swinger that we did, you remember the swinger? That is great for shoulder pains and for hip pains, but I'm going to show you an elbow torque and a twisty wristy. Again, all of these work for your hips as well. You take your hand, just right hand, put it on the back. Grab literally the tip of your elbow. Now you want to send your elbow in towards you while you're twisting, locking the fascia like this, twisting it and holding it here. You'll feel it all the way to your back. Let's go. Move your elbow in all directions, connecting that one sheet, your fascia. Keep breathing. Remember the visualization of the microcirculation? Let's use that. Amazing. Notice how you feel. Let's go back into here. On the left side. Another one you can do is twisty wristy. You take your right hand, pull your fingers all the way down, so you're locking in the pressure right here. Now take it all the way up, release your neck from it. Gently bring your arms down closest to your body and turn your palm to the right. Notice even with this, I'm locking in more pressure on my shoulder, so everything is on my shoulder. Look to your left, squat, and now bend. You can move around in all ways for this because your fascia is one connective tissue. We're going to do it on the left side too. So extend it all the way, send it up. Release your neck from any tension. Bring it back down right next to you and turn your palm this way. You're going to feel really painful. Your fingers are going to go crazy after this. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. There you go. Here are some of the basics that you can do in order to support yourself. Remember what I told you about hydration. Our fascia are gel-like structures. We do not want them calcified. Only drinking water is not enough. We have to remineralize our body. So you want to use things like Irish sea moss, diatomaceous earth. You want to drink, if you're in an area where water isn't such a great source, go to God's water, which is like watermelon, cucumber, watery fruits and vegetables, because they have structured water, which is something that is really important for us. That's how our cells regenerate. Make sure to remineralize your body at all times. Always think of your body as a counter-rotational move. You are squeezing the pressure out of the 3 zones of the body. Head and neck, torso, legs. Look at our body as a pressurized system and see how different things happen for you. What we don't express gets suppressed, causes dis-ease, dysfunction, dysregulation. All we need to do is open up space. Open up our fascia so everything that's floating inside that can bounce back into balance. I want to thank you for spending this moment today. Let's take a moment to close our eyes. Check in with your body again. How does your right foot or your right side feel in comparison to your left side? Take a couple of breaths here. Really connecting with your original intelligence, your fascia. Noticing how this movement practice working on your fascia has actually felt like a muscular workout, a neural workout, as well as a fascial workout. When we work from the container all the way inwards, using our breath, catching the deepest part of ourselves, we are actually working 360 degrees and beyond us. Thank you for spending this day with me. I hope you have an awesome, incredible, connected day moving forward. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm here at any time. I hope you connected with your internal signal and can ripple that out into this beautiful universe. Thank you.